Chosen vessels, what's good? What's the deal? I need the whole entire galactic family, every GCV member, to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right. Chosen ones have motion and are being divinely guided by the universe to carry out special tasks. That's why it may seem like everybody and their mama is out to get you or stop you. It may not, it's not that way, but it may seem that way. People aren't out to get you. But there are some haters out there who see that you have motion in your life. They see that you have progress in your life. And they see that there are good things that are on the way for you. They see that you're headed in the right direction. They see that you are in a down position. They see that you've been down for a while, but now they see that you are on your way up. All right. They see that you have motion. All right. You may be down. You're the type of person that won't stay down forever. All right. No matter how long people are watching you, no matter how long people may see you going through something, you're always going to end up getting out of it. It doesn't matter what position that people may see you in, because at the end of the day, you always have a mindset for better, and you always know that you always know that you could reach the stars. All right, we're gonna keep it real and we're gonna keep it plain and simple. You know that you could reach the stars. You know that you have the ability to become successful and have everything that you want in life. Sometimes you have to be patient and you have to wait for things to happen, and sometimes you have to be patient for yourself to make things happen. All right, sometimes things don't happen when we want, but as long as you keep going, things are going to happen. You have motion, you have a skill, you have something that you're great at, and when you do it, people know automatically off the rip they're going to be successful at that. So whatever it is that you do, is I know it's something, some type of talent, some type of gift that you have, all right, that is going to have you uh, being a prosperous person, a blessed person, a rich person, and that's why you have motion. All right, you have opportunities that a lot of other people don't have. You could pick up something, start it, and do well with it if you put your mind to it. And a lot of people will adhere, and a lot of people will support and want to be a part of what you're doing. And that's motion. When you're able to when you're able to put things in place, when you're able to get what you want out of life, when people see that you're on the right track, when people see that, yo, this person's on their way to getting that car, this person's on their way to getting that house, this person is on their way to becoming what they want to be in life, that's motion. And you have to believe that you have that. All right. It's not just for other people. It's not just for the people with the nice car. It's not just for the person with the music video. It's not for the person with the nice home. You can accept that identity for yourself. If you see somebody out there having something good, you accept that same identity for yourself. It's like a shirt. You take that shirt and you put it on for yourself. All right, you take that imagination and you imagine that for yourself. You cloak yourself with that vision. Okay, they're not the only person who's supposed to be encloaked by a vision of prosperity or something that they see good for themselves. You see that for yourself as well, and that's motion. The fact that you see yourself being able to have these things. The fact that can't nobody tell you you can't have nothing. They tried to tell you that they couldn't have it, you couldn't have it, but you went and got it anyway. And that's motion. They try to tell you you couldn't do it, and that's why you have motion, because you won't listen to them. They tell you you can't do something, you go do it. They tell you you can't have something, you go get it. They tell you you can't be something, you work towards becoming it. And you don't allow what they say, their opinion, their negativity to hold you back or stop you, because you realize that you have the true power. All the power belongs to you. All right. And you're being divinely guided. All right. They wish that they were being divinely guided. They wish that they had the type of guidance. They wish that they had the type of blessings that you had, all the good things that are coming into your life. All right. But the thing is, they're too worried about other people's blessings and not on their own, because God wants to bless everybody. And that's what some people fail to realize. And that's what chosen ones do realize. All right, and that's why we have motion, because that mindset puts us in motion to be blessed. All right, we realize that, you know what, yo, they're not the only one. God wants to bless me too. All right, and when you have a mind like that, other people get mad because they don't realize that they can have it too. Some people see other people with great things and they cut themselves off from it, and they think it's just for that person who already has it. And since they can't see anything different for themselves, they automatically cut themselves off from whatever that they want. And since you know that you can have these things, the universe is, since God is no respecter of persons, the universe is like, okay, I'll guide this one. All right, this is somebody who knows what they want. This is somebody who is being definite and positive with the infinite. All right, this is somebody who is being definite. All right, they know what they want. This is somebody who is clear, crystal clear with what they want. This person wants to do this. They want to be that. They want this amount of money. They want this type of home, this type of car. They want this type of success. And the universe will guide you, divinely guide you to carry out the special task to achieve that goal. So if you tell yourself that I am being divinely guided, the universe will divinely guide you to carry out these specific tasks. All right. And since chosen ones are already aware to this, we're already hit. So we're already like manifestation, law of attraction, all these things are like we already know these things, and it's just like music to our ears when we hear this. Things just click because this stuff is already in us. All right, we're already aware, and we already know that. Wait a minute, okay, I hear this information, I know this information, this is something that I feel like I've already known before. This is something that I some type of lost knowledge. It feels like I just came across, but it feels like I've known this my whole life. This feels like something that will work. All right, I feel that if I use this, I'll be able to become successful. You don't automatically write it off because you have faith and you have belief and you understand the inner workings of God and the universe. All right, you even if it's a little bit. All right, God may have shown you that little bit for you to understand and for you to take heed and for you to better your life and show how other people could better their life using what He taught you and showed you. All right. So that's why you're being divinely guided. You're being divinely guided to carry out a special task to become successful, to motivate other people, to uplift other people, to let other people know that they could live their dream and that God didn't put them here to have a minimal life. God didn't put them here to not have what they want. All right. So and that's what some people are put here to do. Some people are put here to be an example, to let other people know that, hey, whatever you want, you can have it too. All right, and the universe is divinely guiding you to carry these things out. That's why you'll see the numbers. All right, that's why you'll see the 111 and the 222, the 333, 444, and so on. That's why you see synchronicities, because it's the universe letting you know that you're on the right path. All right, whether you may have to balance something out, whether you may have to fix something about yourself, whether you may have to save more, or whether you may have to educate yourself more. All right, the universe will let you know. All right, you'll know what you need to do. And the universe uses these numbers to show you. All right, you'll see synchronicities when there's an area you may need to improve on. You'll see synchronicities if you're supposed to move to a new area, or you're supposed to relocate, or God wants to push you in a new direction. He'll use signs and wonders, and he'll use numbers. He'll use signs and wonders and times and numbers to allow you to see what direction He wants you to go. All right. So that's why you're being divinely guided. All right. Not everybody sees these messages. Not everybody sees these numbers. All right. God doesn't reveal Himself to everybody. All right. So God chose you. He reveals Himself to you. He shows you certain things so that way you can become successful. That way you can endure the journey that He chose for you, that He wants you to walk on, that He wants you to become successful on. All right, you love God. He wants you to prosper. So He wants you to guide you and direct you into this prosperity. But you have to open up your mind and be ready to receive it. All right. So once you get your mind together, once you get all the blockages out the way, once you get all the negativity surrounding what you see for yourself out of the way, once you get all the doubt out the way, the I can't have it, the I'm not good enough, all the unworthiness, once you get all that out the way, you'll be putting yourself in the position to hear God and be guided in the right direction. But we got to work on ourselves first. But the thing is, chosen ones, we already know that. We know that it takes a lot of self improvement, and we know that it takes a lot of time and effort to get to where we want to get and to get what we want out of life. All right. And that's why we have motion, because we're not going to stay stuck in the same place. Something's not working, we're going to figure it out. Something's not working, we're going to buy this book. Something's not working, we're going to pay for a mentor. Something's not working, we're going to buy this class. All right, we're going to learn and figure out what we need to do. We're going to study it, we're going to research it, we're going to do whatever we need to do to figure it out so we can get it done. Because we have to accomplish our goals. All right. We see our goals as something that we have to do. We see our goals and our purpose as something that we were put here to do. And since that's how you feel, all right, then God is guiding you in that direction. Then that's what you need to put your focus on. And that's what you need to be decide to do and go into that with everything that you have. All right. And once you start to go in on your goals with all that you have, once you start to go in on your goals with everything that you could possibly everything that you could possibly use to make it happen, then you're going to start to see motion in your life. Doesn't matter if you're on the bottom, doesn't matter if you feel it's not possible for you. If you can change your mind and think that it is possible and start working towards that, and start believing in yourself, you will start to see little blessings, little miracles, little things happen, because miracles happen when you decide to do something, when you decide to be something. You can create your own miracle. All right, God will bless you. You're put in your position to be blessed when you decide, I'm going to be this. Then you go be that, work towards that, and you see yourself as the person as that's already that, then you can win. All right. So if you want to be a doctor, see yourself as being a doctor on your way to studying. If you want to be an artist, see yourself as being the artist that you want on the way to becoming an artist. And these are just visualization techniques to see yourself as the person who already has it, so you'll attract those types of things to you, situations, opportunities for you to furthermore become that. So you have to drown your mind with the idea of what you want for yourself and what you see for yourself. You have to submerge yourself in the idea. All right. You can't just say you want to be that. You have to decide to be that. And you have to pretty much like take on the character role, or take on the persona of being what you want to be. All right, you have to start acting like that. You have to start thinking like that. Start walking like it. Start talking like it. All right, don't you can't be the person of a company or owner if you're not going to take on that role. All right, you have to take on that responsibility. People who are whatever they act like that. A president is not just going to be anybody. He's going to carry himself like he's a president. So assume the role, assume the character, act like the person that you want to be. You don't have to be somebody that you're not. You don't have to act like somebody else. But what you have to do is however you see yourself being what you want to be: doctor, artist, musician, painter, businessman, businesswoman. You have to take on that role of a painter within your own self. All right, so you have to see yourself as a serious painter. That's what all I'm saying. You have to see yourself as that and take yourself seriously as that before anybody else will. Because when you take yourself seriously as that and you see yourself as that, you're not going to waste your own time. You're going to use your time to your benefit. You're going to be motivated to get things done, and ideas are going to be drawn to you like clearly on what you need to do to help you further get there, because the universe is going to you're drawing those ideas from the universe to you, all right, from the universal mind. So that's why it's always good to think that you can have what you want and you can be what you want, because your mind is connected to a whole vast universal mind, which has other minds connected to it. And that's why people are able to get ideas and think of things and get certain help from out of nowhere. It's like, yo, I just got this idea. It came out of nowhere. It didn't come out of nowhere. It may have came from another mind. It may have came from another person, or may have came from something else, but it came from the universal mind, which we're all connected to. All right. So whatever you think, that's what's going to be drawn to you from that mind. So it's best to think that you have positive things going on, even when they're not. It's best to think that things are turning out for the better, even though it may not seem that way. Whatever you assume, whatever you expect, that's what you're going to get. And what you see is what you get. And that's why you should expect the best. Because when you expect the best, that's what you're going to get. Even if you have to tell yourself that the whole entire day. Basically, what you have to do is you have to see how you feel, tell yourself something positive, and see how you feel about it. It's just like the same thing as if you have hatred towards another person. Say somebody that gets you upset and mad, right? Say you forgive that person. If you mention somebody mentions you that person, or tells you that person just got a new house, that person just hit the lottery. If you can't find it in yourself to not be angry for that person and feel that anger and that hate from what they did to you, if you're like, so and so won, this person was mean and nasty to me, and this, that, and the other. If you can't find love for that person, then you're not truly forgiving them. So ask you have to ask yourself how you would feel about that person, and then see how angry you get. And then with that anger, that lets you know if you truly forgave that person or not. But it's the same thing with any other feeling that you're trying to get. Tell yourself that you're rich, or tell yourself that you're positive, or tell yourself that you're a great artist or a great this. If you don't feel like that, you have to work on yourself until you become submersed with that feeling. So you have to get the feeling of being what you want, and you have to get the idea of being what you want, because that's going to help you form the identity. All right. You can't become what you want unless you accept the identity of it. Like a police officers, they have their identity. All right, they have their badge, they have their uniform, they have everything that comes with that. They have the identity of a police officer. People look at them, they know that that's an officer. They carry themselves as an officer. They look like an officer. All right, so and yo, when people walk like Ralph Smart said, he used to walk around and skateboard wearing a suit, because when people saw him skateboarding wearing a suit, they knew that he meant business. So he would skateboard wearing a suit, go to school wearing a suit, walk around wearing a suit, because people will treat you how you look. All right. So he knew that if he carried himself like a businessman, he would assume the role and and that identity for himself, and everybody else would too. And that's motion. That's using your mind, putting the idea in motion, carrying it out with the thought, and actually putting it in progress. All right, putting that idea putting that idea out there, and making progress on it. All right, putting action on it, not just thinking it, not just, you know what, I'm gonna just think of all these great ideas. Actually, do something with it. All right, it's a great idea for a reason, but it can't be great unless you do something with it. It's just an idea. So until you do something with the idea, it's not going to be great. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to do something with that idea. And no matter how many rejections you get, no matter how many no's you get, no matter how many, this is ugly, I don't like it, you still have to keep going, because sooner or later, people are going to like what you're doing. All right. And you're going to be divinely guided to the right people who are going to appreciate what it is you're doing. No matter who doesn't like it, if you stay consistent, and if you don't give up, and if you develop your skill, the right people will come along, and they will be interested in what you're doing. So you will be able to continue to carry out that special task. And that's how you know the universe is guiding you. All right. When you're working on something, you may feel like giving up. Somebody will come out of nowhere and be like, yo, this is great. I like that. Keep going. All right. When you feel like giving up and quitting, you'll see a number sequence that will tell you to keep going. Your efforts aren't for nothing. You're not wasting your time. You're headed in the right direction. And this is how God will use other people and signs and wonders and times and numbers to talk to you, to speak to you, to let you know to keep going and to not give up. All right. And that's how you know you have motion. And that's how you know you're being divinely guided. You have something that you want to do, what that you want to be, that you're supposed to be doing. You feel that this is your purpose. You feel that if you do this, it'll help yourself and others. All right. So when you feel that you're here to help yourself and you're here to help other people and make an impact on the planet and for humanity, you will be divinely guided, and you are being divinely guided by the universe to carry out that specific task that you were put here for. You just have to figure out what it is. So I encourage and I encourage everybody to figure out what it is they were put here to do. Ask God to guide you. Ask the universe to guide you in that direction to be what you want to be and do what you want to do. So that way you'll have a clear mindset of what it is. Just ask God, like, yo, God, guide me in the right direction. What am I supposed to be doing? And He will, and so will His universe. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the GCVs. Salute to the Galactic family. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves and enjoying my content. And I'll see all you amazing people in the next video. Peace.